Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the J Gemini. Hey, tonight I actually wanted to go ahead and bring a review of a product that I think is really great, and I think that this is the ultimate sort of power solution for a lot of the everyday carry items that we use every day and love. So, just to go ahead and jump right in, today I'm actually going to end up talking about the Aukey Basix wireless power station. So this guy, I've been looking for some solution for quite some time to carry around with me from day to day to be able to charge up my gear. And I feel like this is really hit the nail on the head with some amazing features. I've done a lot of research and I bought a lot of things that have not worked so well, and this one is great. I was gonna actually do a review on this guy, but as it cut in about 1/8 of an inch into my finger, it seems like it's the tech review for tonight. So I've been wanting to go on and review this guy anyway. So just kind of going to jump right in. First, we're going to end up getting a size comparison. So this is about roughly, this is an ultra thin case, so this is about bang on the size of an iPhone 12/12 Pro. So as you can see, here's the thickness. So as you can see, it's about as thick as your sort of standard cell phone, and probably about as tall as one of your sort of Samsung Notes or, you know, Android S21, something like that, or another little bit more of a common item that people know in EDC. Here is a Pair 3 Spyderco. Here's a 91mm Victorinox. And something that maybe if you're not into gear and you're stumbled upon this video, here is a standard AA battery. So hopefully that gets some ideas of things out of the way. So today I'm actually going to talk about what I really like about this case, maybe some of the things that I don't like as well. So just going ahead and jumping right into what I like about this case. First thing is I actually like the way that this looks. Look, I've had a lot of different power charging stations, right? And ones that claim to be, you know, really, 20,000 milliamp hours, and I've ended up having things that were bright orange and had solar panels and really bulky and droppers. At the end of the day, this really goes in with my sort of, minimalist, or some of the black looking things that I like, like my Microtech Trudon or my blackout bug out, that's sort of just all black everything, right? Sort of look that I like with my tech stuff, and I like with some of my EDC stuff as well, whatever's not inherently brown. So it just looks good. And kind of going off of that design, speaking of which, it's also quite slim. Since it has this sort of tapered off edge and design, this is really easy to stick in a back pocket and robust enough that it's not going to bend. I feel like it's insanely solid. There's no sort of wiggle. Nothing feels like it really creaks or that you have to worry about breaking it. So this is something that you can throw in your back pocket, carry around with you, throw in the seat of your car, not really having to worry too much. Now, going on to some of the cool design features as well, it also really works as sort of a perfect mobile power station for a phone. I'm kind of start there. Just kind of going ahead and going over some of its interesting features. So the first one is that you look right there, it's actually a wireless charging case. Wireless charging power bank, sorry. So anyways, what's really cool about this is you can actually just set your iPhone on the back, click the button on the side, and these lights actually tell you how much charge you have, one for 25%, and the orange one actually shows you for the wireless charging. Now, one thing I do also really like about this is this system definitely is a bit smarter than your sort of average power bank. Like I said, I've had things that are 18,000 or 16,000, and even though this version is only 10,000 milliamp hours, it definitely produces a lot more power than some of those bigger ones because it does have this sort of smart system built into it. Whenever you take a wireless, like a phone off, a minute later it stops providing that wireless charging power. And by the way, I just double click the side to turn off the wireless charger. As well, if you unplug something, if you plug it in, it starts powering on, sending through power through the cord. If you unplug it, once again, it will actually go ahead and turn off after a short amount of time, which is really, really awesome. The other thing that I really feel like this is great for sort of a everyday carry is there are a lot of different items that kind of correspond. And this, especially for an Apple user like myself, I know, they just work. This is really great because you can really just carry one cord with you. You can carry a USB Type-C to USB Type Mini. And what that actually does is that enables me to wirelessly charge an Apple device, but then if I need to top off this particular device, I can just plug it in. This sort of gets into the plugs next. Not only does it have wireless as a way to go ahead and charge, but you also have a USB Type-C, which is both in, so you put juice into it, but then also an out that if you use this, you can actually charge away from it. So if you have a Samsung with quick charge, like a USB Type-C to a USB Type-C, or something like a Macintosh that uses the sort of lightning cable, or uses the, whatever they call the lightning bolt or whatever, or something like this, which is a USB Type-C to lightning for quicker charge, this does go ahead and also power outwards. Along with that, not only does it have a quick charge through here, but it also supports quick charge 3.0 through Qualcomm out of this right here. And what this really lends itself so good to is, because of these three different versions to be able to charge, your wireless, your USB Type-C, and your traditional, it really covers anything you want. So if my favorite flashlight, the infamous D4V2, runs out of juice, I can take this X-Star smart charger and I can put it right into the side of here. Yeah, sorry, this way. And I'm coming to life. I'm charging up a battery, right? Okay. If I take and my MX4 Sony, amazing Bluetooth headphones, by the way, maybe hopefully get the review on these going, but you can charge up these, and the cool thing is that because it comes with you, you don't have to have these tied to the bed. I can just sort of, or tied down wherever you charge your stuff, like on a side table. I can bring these into the living room, sit them down, be doing something, and then by the time I unplug it, these are so quick charging that they're basically topped off in 15 minutes because this provides enough power with the quick charge. And so these sort of smart devices are starting to really work together. Also, same sort of thing can be said with something like this. You could bring this along very easily with a switch, and you could actually put some power to it. As you can see, it says charging console right there. And then when I'm done, because I only need really one cable, I can just turn this around, plug it into a wall or my car while I'm driving, and top this bad boy really back up. So it really lends itself to be able to actually carry this thing every day, instead of carrying this and then carrying a lightning cable and then carrying a USB Type Mini to USB Type, old school and the new school Android and Type C to C, all this crazy stuff. You can really just carry one thing and really get to it. Now, speaking of the phone, one really cool thing about this is I think this works as an excellent media station. Reason why is you actually have this cool kickstand that pops out of the back, and this cool rubberized sort of tray that's also rubberized here. So as I am playing a game here, or I'm sitting at work, I'm watching a movie, it's charging while I'm going ahead and consuming media. There being an equal platform and keeping things kind of topped off, or even, increasing my battery if I'm on a short break. So that's a really cool feature as well, which actually lends itself useful, and I don't think it's super gimmicky, especially the way everything is built on here. The other really cool thing about this is if you are starting to look at some of the progression in the light game, Olight just ended up going ahead and, right here, Olight just ended up going ahead and producing a brand new light, their Baton 3, and ended up kind of it being one of their sort of more halo models that, not halo, but you know, more known models that they end up introducing technology into, and it kind of trickles down into other lights. What ends up going ahead and happening is they actually just end up creating a wireless charger holster that then you put the Olight into. Also good, just the standard Olight with the magnetic bottoms can just easily fit into here as well. But you can technically take this with you and that Olight charger pack, sit it right on there and top up your Olight with no wires whatsoever. So this really sort of lends itself to some other new aged technological things, instead of this being more of an old school simple charging system that just uses, you know, this one type of wire. This really ends up going ahead and lending itself useful to both what's out now and probably a lot of the stuff that's gonna end up coming out in the future. Now, another really cool thing about this is that not only does it come in a slimmer 10, but it also comes with a 20. The cool part about the 20 is that it actually has a 100 to 10 scale, or 0 to 100 actual LCD screen on the side that actually ends up going in and telling you how much battery, instead of this more rudimentary dot system. I also like the orange theme. You know, it's fun, helps you easily find the insides of here. Just something that Aukey ends up going ahead and doing, and you know, honestly, it ends up, you know, it's just kind of fun to have something unique, something that looks attractive instead of something that doesn't, right? At the end of the day, especially if you're trying to match and do the whole EDC gear thing and you really care about that type of stuff. So these are all things that I really think are just awesome, really are going to lend itself great to not only what is happening right now, but also in the future in both EDC and just what's going on with technology as well. I'm talking about some of the stuff that I don't like, or possibly just kind of can keep in mind with this. The first thing is these trays. You know, I don't think they're necessarily bad, but they use like a snap system, like a little tiny stud right here that seats in with a little tiny spot. I don't know if opening and closing that would actually wear enough material off where it no longer closes. Same sort of thing with here. It has like two little slots in the back and this thin piece of plastic that you extend all the way and then it snaps out and sort of locks this into place. I don't know if that would accidentally snap off over time. Again, I think the other thing is sort of the coating. You know, not that you want this thing to look uber pretty, but it scratches pretty easily. Sort of ends up showing oil on your hands, and I don't know if this rubber piece would wear really quickly over time. Again, these are really small things compared to the whole, but just sort of things through and through. I did end up going ahead and noticing. A little bit more serious on the important stuff is the wireless charging, right? So again, I said the wireless charging is definitely good, and it's fine, right? I can end up going ahead and setting my iPhone on here, and I can end up going ahead and you're kind of working through. If I'm folding clothes, something like that, come back, you know, hey, it's giving me 10%, maybe it's giving me 15%. But it's definitely a very clear distinction, and this is understandable. This is how modern technology is, but still, you know, an 18-watt wireless charger, like I have on my desk at work, if I set my phone down on 20% and I let it top off, you know, like 30 minutes later, it's at like 60%, right? So it gets you a pretty good amount in 30 minutes. This is a lot more like, well, just, it's slow, right? Or it's slower, you know, medium, slow. It's definitely nowhere as fast as if you plug it directly in. That's pretty decent. And then if you plug in the USB Type-C, it really starts going ahead and getting quick with the charging. Hey guys, I'm back. Actually 3 weeks later. That's what happens when you have a baby that's teething and has a fever. So just coming to finish up the video, like I was saying, one of the things is with the charging rate, it's definitely doable if you're gonna sit down and walk off and have some time to do the wireless charging, but it does take some time. It's definitely a lot quicker with a wire charger, and it does really good with using this. but it's very, very quick if you use something like this and something like an actual high wattage, like 25 watt cord or 20 watt cord. It can really get you kind of 25% in 15 minutes, or if you put it on for 30 minutes, it seems like it jumps about 40-50%. Really gets you where you need to go to finish out your day. So overall, I think that this is a great charger. I've completely fallen in love with it. I almost wish I got the 20 milliamp hour version because of how good this is. Like I said, for just being a 10,000 milliamp hour, it really does hold, and I think that's because there's some smart stuff here. It really does last quite a long time, and it doesn't take that long. Just plugging it into a wall, you leave, you come back, it's topped up after leaving the house for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You come back and it's fully lit up and good to go. So definitely hope that if you've been looking for something like this, this is the perfect solution for you. I absolutely love it. Like I said, no matter if you're using it for your flashlights, just your phone, other tech, or any other things in EDC, definitely pick one up if you've been thinking about it. But of course, I hope everybody liked this video. If you did, please leave comments down below, as well as subscribe, as I'm trying to grow the channel aggressively. Appreciate you taking time to go ahead and watch this video, as I know there's so many great content creators out there taking time out of your day to watch this. Of course, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week and weekend. Take care. Peace.